Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Vivian. Well, thank you for the introduction. I guess I don't have to introduce myself now after your introduction. Thank you so much, and I'm very grateful to be here today. Memorial, and until we remember a person, until we memorize the person never dies in our mind. Same with the history. Until we memorize what happened in our history, this will never die inside of. This information will stay and will continue being passed to another generation. So of course it's extremely important what this committee does. It is extremely important to pass the information to the next generation. I was so humbled to see those kids singing, and this is our future. This is who we pass, all we have to. And this is so great. They speak the language, they sing those songs. It's amazing, really. So thank you so much for whoever does this with those kids. That's really great. I'm Jewish, and I was born in Baku. I was raised in Moscow until I was 23 years old, and I immigrated here in the United States. My great-grandfather was missing during the World War II when fighting against fascism. And only about 10 years ago, we found out that he wasn't missing, that he actually was murdered in a concentration camp just 2 months before the victory of May 1945. So this is, this is very close to me, and it's always in my heart. We need to remember the history. Otherwise, and some people are just trying to rewrite the history and tell us that there was no such events, there was no such, this or such that. There will always be people who won't believe in what's happened. Because you know why? Because it is so hard to believe that this actually happened. It is impossible. But looking, and when I was a kid, I was sure that nothing like that, nothing like World War II, nothing like fascism, nothing like concentration camps would ever happen again. And that was so obvious to me. But now, seeing the new fascism, I realize, no, it could happen again. Unfortunately, it could happen again.
Like Shabbos hate.
Like the war in Ukraine. And it doesn't matter what nationality it happens to. Because what happens to Ukrainians, what Putin does to Ukrainians right now is a pure fascism towards Ukrainians. Basically the same thing, he hates Ukrainians, the same thing Hitler did with Jewish people. Living here in the United States of America is extremely important. I mean, we live in the best country in the world. Yes, we do have problems. Yes, we do have hate. There is no perfect country in this world, but we are blessed to live here in the United States, where there is no hate in the government level, because in many countries the hate begins up there and goes down to people. But there is, I would say, like local hate, Asian hate, Jewish hate, Indian, Black, Caribbean, etc. It's unacceptable. For me, it is absolutely unacceptable. And I did, even before becoming a assemblyman, I did everything working in the media. I always expressed my opinion that there could be nothing worse than hating a person because of his color of his skin, of his eyes, or his nationality, or language that the person speaks. This is the most disgusting thing in the planet Earth. Hate because you look different or you think different. And now, when I have more power and more chances to fight against this hate, I will do it every single day. Anything I can to fight hate. Again, thank you so much for having me here. If you have any questions, I would love to answer. Thank you so much.